Thank you, Jody. Good morning, everyone. The man convicted of killing his 3 children in Merritt 6 years ago will appear before the BC Review Board today. Alan Schoenborn is being held at the Forensic Psychiatric Hospital in Coquitlam, and he's expected to formally ask for day passes today. He was found not criminally responsible for the 2008 deaths of his children, which means his status has been up for review once a year. Relatives of the children call this ordeal torture and hope new legislation will make reviews less frequent. Under the new law, if Schoenborn is still found to be a high risk and not fit to be released, his status will not be eligible for a review for 3 years. A couple of Lower Mainland cities have come up with new ways to combat the problem of distracted driving. Greg Harper is live in Coquitlam, where police are focusing their attention later today. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. Yeah, it'll be here at Austin Road and North Road on the Coquitlam side. Coquitlam RCMP say a number of volunteers are going to be at this location today as this campaign kicks off. They're going to be handing out cards to pedestrians and in some cases writing down license plate numbers of those who are caught texting while driving. Police say they won't be far from the location, pulling over any drivers who are caught using their electronic device while behind the wheel. So that's the strategy here in Coquitlam. In Abbotsford, they're doing something a bit different. Abbotsford police have just released this video, which is part of the Love Them Enough Not to Call campaign. Now until tomorrow at 6 p.m., Abbotsford police are encouraging city residents to email them with their name and a pledge that they won't be texting while driving, and also include the name and phone number of their Valentine. Police say they will then call the Valentine, of course, on Valentine's Day, letting them know that so-and-so loves them and is committed to safer roads. Certainly a unique approach there. This campaign here in Coquitlam starts at around 2:30 this afternoon, just before the afternoon commute. Kyle?
Drivers, you've been warned. Thanks for that. Greg Harper reporting live this morning in Coquitlam. Dylan Benson became a father and a widower just hours apart. Now the Victoria man is speaking about the dramatic events that have shaped his new life.
My boy is amazing. He's just really, really cute, and he's really small, and I'm just really happy that he's here.
Dylan took time away from the hospital to speak with the media. His son Ivor was born over the weekend, 12 weeks early, delivered by C-section. Doctors didn't want to wait any longer with Dylan's wife Robin on life support. She was declared brain dead after suffering a hemorrhage in December.
It's probably a little early to tell, but I think most parents want to say, you know, here he's got this of mine or that of hers, and I think he's probably starting to get some of her red hair, but I think he has my nose.
Dylan has passed along thanks to all of the people who have expressed support and made cash donations. Ivor's prognosis is good. He is expected to spend another couple of months in hospital. Vancouver police have identified the city's first homicide victim of the year. 28-year-old Robert Tyson Smith was attacked late Sunday night at Granville and Georgia Streets. The Surrey man was in a taxi when the driver got into an argument with 2 men. Police say Smith got out of the vehicle and joined the dispute. The argument escalated and Smith was stabbed. He was rushed to hospital but died a few hours later. 2 men remain in custody but have still not been charged. Charges have been filed in connection with another weekend stabbing incident, this one in Yaletown. A 24-year-old Surrey man is facing 2 counts of assault causing bodily harm, 2 counts of assault with a weapon, and 1 count of possessing a weapon for a dangerous purpose. He allegedly attacked 2 men during a dispute over a taxi. MLAs have been a rare sight at the BC legislature recently, but politicians are back in Victoria and ready to get to work. Things kicked off yesterday with the throne speech, which did not include many new details. It focused on plans for liquefied natural gas development. The Premier has repeatedly predicted an economic boom from LNG. The speech even compared the young industry to early American space exploration.
Speaking to how we need to be ambitious, we need to aspire, we need to be unafraid to grasp new opportunities, and we should not shy away from that because it's hard to do.
A throne speech with nothing to say. A throne speech that follows 2 weeks where the government was caught conspiring to cause strikes in our public school classroom. That throne speech is about a government that has given up on a better future for British Columbia.
The throne speech also repeated the Liberals' plans for a 10-year labor deal with BC teachers and a long overdue apology to the Chinese community for government discrimination. It was a big day in Ottawa, too, as the federal government unveiled its budget. The finance minister says it's a common-sense budget, admitting it could be considered boring. The Conservatives expect to balance the books next year with a surplus.
What this budget delivers is very little in the way of vision or plan for the future. We have a government that is deciding to balance the budget in the short term for electoral reasons, to balance the budget in an election year on the backs of workers.
That is your news to 6:35. Let's talk sports and the Olympics. For that, here's Jody.